What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be going over the original base set 1999. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite Pokemon from that set is. My favorite card from base set is the item finder. I just find that so funny and hysterical. And yeah, let's just get started. If you want to know more about the item finder, I guess let me know down in the comments. I'll make like a video about it. But we are not going to be doing the base set shadowless, so like the $1,300 booster pack, we're not going to be doing. We are going to be doing the base set unlimited, so the cards with the shadow on them for $392. And the reason for that is there's more data on TCG Player for base set unlimited than there is for base set shadowless. And shadowless first edition is like $6,000 a pack. And sometimes it's kind of hard to quantify those with the TCG Player graph when a lot of those are making high ticket sales on like eBay or PWCC, Golden, like big collector markets and marketplaces. So yeah, once again, starting off with the unlimited booster pack. And there's a few variants. The image has a long crimp, but it could also be short crimp as well. This is $392 for a pack, which is insane. Probably depends on which pack art you get. If it's Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard obviously sells the best, sells for a little bit of a premium. But over the past year, this guy went from like around a $300 booster pack and has gone up significantly, adding about $100 to its price point, which makes you wonder how much base set is actually left in the world, because there seems to be like a decent amount left for it being a vintage pack and, you know, coming from a vintage box. But especially over the past like 4 years, ever since the pandemic boom, people have been opening a lot of base set because it's what they grew up with. It's nostalgic for them. And it seems to be that this would indicate that the supply of base set booster packs has been going down if the price is going up. Why would I say that? Because cards like this Charizard have been going down in price. The singles as a whole have been crashing in value. So it would make sense that the supply is going down for packs if packs are going up in price. This Charizard sitting at $349, right under $350. It's been a little bit more up and down a little bit, but its high for the year was just under $400. It has since come down $50. Its low is actually around $320, so pretty low, but we're going to see a lot bigger price drop-offs than this Charizard. This one's actually kind of held its value pretty well over the past year. Looking at the second most expensive card from base set, we got Blastoise at $121 for an unlimited copy of this. And once again, if you get a near mint or like a mint copy of a card from base set, even unlimited, it's going to be a lot more expensive depending on the condition, whether it be lightly played, near mint, or just regularly mint. So there's a lot of like price anomalies to be seen. There's one recent sale for near mint being at $120, and I assume a near mint would be anywhere from like a PSA 6 to like an 8, maybe a 9. But yeah, if that'll give you any like context. But this guy went from like 150 being its high, and it's since dropped down like $30. So it's, you know, it's had a decent bit of a drop off. Moving on to the third most expensive card, we have Venusaur sitting at $95. And this one's actually interesting because it's defied what the market has been doing for vintage recently. It's actually gone up in price. Started the year at like $85 and has gone up about like 10-ish bucks, now at $95. And as you can see, the recent sales on like the right side, there's a few for heavily played, for moderately played, for damage. So obviously these old cards being from 1999, it is going to be a lot harder to find a near mint copy that's not slabbed up. It's not in a PSA, a BGS, a CGC, or whatever it may be grade. Finding near mint copies nowadays are definitely going to be harder. Moving on to Alakazam, and once again, I promise that we will be getting to the price crashes that I promised, but started the year at 42, now at 43. a little bit of volatility here and there, but nothing crazy. And this has surprised me as the fourth most expensive card from base set. I'd have assumed like Mewtwo, Chansey, or Raichu would have taken that place, but hey, Alakazam getting some love is cool. I love Alakazam, and we have a near mint copy that sold for $48 recently, so could go up a little bit more in price, but yeah. Looking at some of the like middle of the road expensive holographics, we have the Raichu, which is at $42, the Zapdos at $31, Mewtwo at $30, Chansey at $29, Gyarados at $26, Nidoking at $23, Clefairy at $21, and Poliwrath at $18. And I remember when like Poliwrath used to be like an $11, $12 card. I actually picked one up at that price point. So it went up to like, I think somewhere in the 20s and came down a little bit. But this used to be like the cheapest card from base set. So it's kind of interesting to see. It is actually not the cheapest in base set anymore. And a lot of these cards, you know, pretty decently expensive, like Raichu for $42 just missed the Alakazam. So I was, you know, a little bit shocked that Raichu wasn't in the top 4, but pretty close to it. Looking at the cheapest cards here, we have the Ninetales, and this is what, I guess this crash or retrace in price kind of only applies to these cheaper cards. But we have Ninetales started the year at like $25 and has now dipped all the way down to $18.22 for a copy of the card. And near mint's going for like $24, So, you know, who knows if that will actually, if the market price will stand the test of time there. That one for 19, you know, seems on par with the graph. Those $25 ones would push up the market price a little bit. So interesting to see. Looking at one that is actually like legitimately crashed, we have the Magneton from base set. This started the year at like a $32 card. And if you picked it up then, you're kind of kicking yourself because you could pick up 2 Magnetons now for the price of 1 year back. This guy's sitting at just under $18 a card, losing pretty much half of its value. And recent sales for near mint being at like $17.85, so right along that price point. This guy crashed in value, literally crashed, and it's bottomed out here at $17. Could be an opportunity if you're into Magneton, if you're into base set, buying this. But this is what I was talking about, where you know we see that booster pack price increasing, and we're seeing like hollows like this Magneton, you know, coming down in price. So yeah, and for our least expensive holographic card in the entire base set, we have Hitmonchan sitting at $11.22 for a copy of the card. And once again, it started the year at $22 and has lost pretty much half of its value and its worth. Like, I don't know how this card fell so much. And what's interesting is the base set 2 variant of this card is actually more expensive than the Hitmonchan, or the Hitmonchan from base set. So I don't know how that works out, but it's just really interesting. It's just lost like all of its value. It would be a good time to pick up. I actually have a copy of this, but it's heavily damaged, so I might be considering picking up a near mint copy in the near future. And looking at our most expensive non-holo rare, because I wanted to include one as well, we have the Dragonair. It's $3 away from a Hitmonchan, so you know it's in that ballpark. This is a rare, and it started 3 months ago at like $8, went down to like below $7, and is now just at around $8. So increased, dipped, increased, and is now dipping again. So yeah, I want to say that a lot of vintage has been crashing, and I guess from the original base set, the major crashes have been in those cheaper cards. So the more expensive ones are kind of holding on, but once again, this is just TCG Player. If you find them on eBay, if you find them at your local game store, the prices might be completely different based off of their condition because it is an older set, literally the oldest set, and vintage, all that. But that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please do comment. I love when people comment. I try and respond to all of them. But that's going to do it. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching.